I guess we're doing this then. Well, lads, what's a crack? Uh, so, first of all, I just want to say this is not me becoming a YouTuber or anything. It's really just, you know, when I did the last Q&A on the Instagram stories, it was kind of hard trying to, answer it all quickly on the phone in the short amount of time it gives you on the Instagram stories. I just thought it would be easier to do it in like a long form video sort of way, and that's why I'm keeping this video private. Well, I mean, I'm going to keep it private on YouTube for now. Who knows, I might make it public later, just if people like it, or I don't know. I'm keeping it private for now, so just you can see it. But if you're not on my close friends on Instagram and you're watching this, it means I made it public for whatever reason. Maybe just enough people liked it and I thought it might be cool to other people see it. I don't know, I haven't really thought that far ahead yet. But yeah, the main reason I'm doing this now is just to make it easier to answer the questions properly, if I'm feeling forced to do it quickly. And it also give me a chance to like edit, learn how to edit. Because I don't really have a lot of experience with video editing, and I thought it would be a good chance to give it a try, because it's a useful skill to have. It's a good skill to have, the video edit. So we'll see how it goes. This is going to be basic as fuck, but I'll do what I can. But yeah, so on to it. So I asked last night if anyone had some questions, and I'll do my best to answer them properly. There's a very good chance that after I do this there may be more questions, and if that's the case, then sorry, you waited too long. Right, so without further ado, question number one. Soda water or ass, and what's the logic? Marks awarded for showing you're working out. Well, for those of you who don't know, this is a question that I have been asked before and have had to talk through before, but just to let everyone else know, when it says ass, it specifically means eating ass. So in other words, would you rather drink soda water or would you rather eat ass? And all day eat ass. And it asks for the logic, so I'll give you the logic. Soda water is horrible in all forms. It's like, first of all, sparkling water is bad enough as it is, because water does not need to be fizzy. It's, whenever you drink something fizzy, it has flavour with it. You want the flavour, but water doesn't have flavour, so you've just added fizz for no reason. You don't want carbonation along with no flavour. It makes no sense. So sparkling water straight away is horrible. But then soda water, just, I don't know exactly what it does, but it just adds more shit onto that. Soda water is even worse than sparkling water. Hey everyone, Jude from the future here. While editing this video, I wasn't sure the difference was between sparkling water and soda water, so I looked it up, and turns out that sparkling water is natural, and I didn't know that sparkling water could occur naturally. But soda water is manually carbonated, so the minerals are added into the water. So that means that people have gone out of their way to make soda water carbonated, which I think just puts it on a whole nother level, because it's man-made liquid hell. But yeah, just wanted to let you know. Okay, back to the video. And I can never think of a situation where soda water would be good, whereas eating ass is great. Eating ass benefits someone, at least, at the very, very least, eating ass is selfless, because you're helping someone else out. If you're drinking soda water, that's just putting yourself through torture for no reason. If you like to eat ass, then it's a win-win, because you're doing something you like rather than drinking soda water, which is horrible. And even if you don't like eating ass, at least you're helping someone else out by doing it. So I think in every facet, eating ass is better. And plus also, who wouldn't want to eat ass? It's a great time. That's all I'm saying. And next question. Next tat. So I don't know if anyone here would know, but I've got the two tattoos for die. So there's the Harry Potter one, Deathly Hallows, and and then I've also got the don't know if I can get this in frame. Uh, I'll take a picture of it and add it up on the screen, probably here or somewhere around this area. But the Cheshire Cat tattoo that I have. As for the next tattoo, I've been thinking a lot about it because I'm still at that level where I want every tattoo I get to be very meaningful and to make sure I don't regret it at all. And because I know there's a lot of people who, when they get loads of tattoos, they just kind of start getting tattoos for the sake of it. It could be fucking whatever. But so I want to get I want this whole thing to be a half sleeve, Harry Potter half sleeve. So I might add next to that. I want to get a big Ravenclaw badge because I'm a Ravenclaw. I want to get the 9 3/4 symbol, logo, or image, whatever you would call that. I'm still working out exactly. I know I definitely want to get a full Harry Potter half sleeve. That will definitely be happening. But it's the little things of filling it out with that I want, that I'm still not 100% sure on yet, and I want to make sure I've got everything I want for that. The lightning bolt. I also want the Harry Potter scar as well. But then also on the upper arm, I also want to get a half sleeve, but it's for Kingdom Hearts. So I have done a few initial ideas about what I want for the Kingdom Hearts half sleeve, but sort of as I've put it off, I've started to not be 100% with what I've got. So if I can find the picture, I will put it on the screen. But what I had initially was the Oathkeeper and Oblivion Keyblades crossed with with the Nobody symbol, the number 13. I can't even remember everything that was on it. It's been that long since I've looked at it. So I definitely do want to get a lot of Kingdom Hearts stuff on this arm, and I'll probably I'll work out what I want, all the things I want on the Kingdom Hearts half sleeve, later on. There's some things I know for sure I want, like I know I'll want the Nobody symbol, I'll likely want the Heartless symbol. I'm definitely going to have to get at least 2 Keyblades of some kind, but there's so much great imagery from Kingdom Hearts that all of it looks pretty fucking cool. I'll work out what I want later on. But to answer the question properly, for the next tattoo, it would probably be adding to the Harry Potter half sleeve. Unless I just find something fucking amazing that I want to get completely somewhere else in my body. I don't know if I'm ready to get somewhere on like my chest or my back or anything yet. So it would probably just be adding more to the arms or the legs. Maybe another calf tattoo, but it's likely going to be Harry Potter half sleeve. Next one. Do you ever wish we spoke? I'm not going to say who said this. But to them specifically, I will say, yeah, of course. This Q&A was only for my close friends on Instagram, so if you were able to ask a question, it means I have you as a close friend, which means I clearly do like you as a person. So if you're worrying about that, don't. And unless I say to your face, I wish I'd never met you, odds are that's probably not the case. Moving on, what would you do with the snail situation? Now you see, I've heard a lot about this, or I haven't heard a lot about it, but I've been hearing of it a bit, the snail situation, and I'm not 100% sure what it is, so I'm just gonna look it up, see what it is. So I know this is a rooster teeth thing, so... Oh! It's that thing about the snail that if it touches you, you die and it follows you for the rest. Okay, I've heard this before. I didn't know that it was a rooster teeth thing. as well as it come up again. So, in case you didn't get it from what I was saying, basically what the situation is would you take $10 million, but there is an immortal snail that will follow you for the rest of your life, and if it touches you, you die. And I mean, yeah, I would take it. 10 million. Uh, for one thing, you could, just have the best week or month of your life if you don't care that much, and then just die quickly. Or, you know, I don't know too much about the details of it, but surely you could, you know, get a box and put it in the box. 'Cause surely I won't be able to get out of the box. But if that weren't the case, if again I don't know the full details on it, but yeah, I mean, say it starts right beside you, say it starts right here beside me in Dublin, and then I get 10 million, I go move to LA. It's gonna take years for it to catch up to me, and then say it catches up to me 15 years later. I can, like, move to Australia and have a great time there, and then it'll take another fucking ages. I'd say, and then people say like, oh, but you'd always have the knowledge in the back of your mind that's coming for you. I mean, I'm sure I'd be enjoying myself a bit much otherwise. So yeah, if I said 10 million's a lot, yeah, I would say I would happily do it. And if I do get caught before I get to smell it all, then well, it's technically my fault, and I chose the money, so I have to deal with the consequences. So yeah, I would definitely take the money. Have you ever been mountain biking? I don't know if you would say officially, like on like a proper mountain bike trail. I had a mountain bike, and I think I drove it up the Black Mountain a couple times. And I kind of, went about on the mountain on the bike for a bit. I wouldn't say, I haven't like done proper stuff, like going up and down like ravines and shit. And like going like on an official mountain bike trail. When you see a lot of like mountain bike stuff, it's like there's a lot of forest, and there's very set trails, and there's a lot of you have to skid around corners. You're going very fast downhill a lot. I haven't done that. That looks pretty interesting. I would definitely consider doing that, because I do like biking. I'm not going to say cycling, because cycling would entail like being on the road and using a bike instead of a car. I'm not really a huge fan of that, but biking, kind of like mountain biking and BMX and stuff like that. That does. I do think that's pretty interesting. It's pretty cool. I definitely would do it. In an official capacity, but I haven't really done it properly. Just up the mountain a few times. Nah, I wouldn't really count it. That is too exciting. Older people always say, "I wish I trued harder. I school. Do you wish you did too? Also, I'm gay." I'm going to assume. I hate to assume, because when you assume, you make an ass of you and me. But I'm assuming that says older people always say, "I wish I tried harder in school. Do you wish you did too? Also, I'm gay." Well, that is unfortunate that people say it to you, because it really does my head in when older people are like, you should have done this thing. And it's like, you're not a fucking millionaire, you've made mistakes as well. So don't fucking come at me just because you have the gift of hindsight. It's easy to say, oh, you should have done this. Because odds are you probably didn't do it. And say they did. They were like, oh, I did really try hard in school and I did so well. There's probably other stuff that you did that they didn't, that they wish they had it done. So fuck them for first thing. But no, I'm happy with how well I did in school. I don't think I really needed to try much harder than I did. Because GCSEs didn't fucking matter. I say, if anything, I think I tried too hard for GCSEs. I did not need to do well in them. Literally, the only reason that I had to to try hard in my GCSEs was to, well, A, get my A levels, get into my A levels, but also bragging rights, just be like, I got these grades. The GCSEs didn't fucking matter. A levels I feel I tried about right. I was able to get into the course I wanted with them. I did 4 ASs, which was, again, pretty pointless, but again, sort of bragging rights thing, and like I did better than I needed to do in my A2s to get into uni, and I didn't try as really that hard in upper sixth as probably most people would have done, because I was kind of, I was in a relationship that whole year. I was just kind of, like I made a lot of mates that year. It was just kind of, I turned 18, so I just started to drink. I was going out a lot, and I still managed to do well. And then if we're talking about uni as well, like I managed to get it first, and I just fucking like went out like all the time. I definitely don't think I needed to try harder there. So yeah, I don't think that I needed to have tried harder, because trying harder wouldn't have helped me accomplish anymore. I might have got all A stars all the way through, but fucking who gives a shit about that? I did what I wanted to do. I got the uni and I got my degree. That's kind of all that really matters. So I don't think I really needed to try that much harder. And as for you being gay, good on you. If this is your coming out, strange way to do it, but I accept you for who you are. It doesn't change how I think of you in any way, but it's just I'm happy that you were willing to tell me. Moving on. What's the best number? Very good question. Because there's so many numbers. They all have a lot of great qualities. I'd say 0 and 1 are arguably the most important numbers. Just for other uses. I would say I is pretty good, but it's imaginary, so I don't know if we can really count that. There's your famous ones like E and pi. Everyone fucking loves them, but pi is pretty good. E I'm not a huge fan of. E I think it's a bit too it's a bit overhyped. Clank's favourite number is 83 billion and 4.7, which you can't. It's hardly arguable on that. That it's pretty nice. I have to say, I don't know. I've always liked the number 14. I've never been 100% sure why. Really, it's sort of I just always kind of liked it. I feel like the fact that it comes after the unlucky number 13 kind of means something. I'm sure there may be an underlying reason for that there. I feel like also a lot of footballers have worn number 14 that I've liked. There's been plenty of number 14 footballers that I've liked. Chicharito was number 14 for United, and he was one of my favourite United players. Thierry Henry was 14 for Arsenal, and obviously I'm not an Arsenal fan, but you can't deny he was a fucking class player. Xabi Alonso was number 14, and he's just like he's played for so many teams that I should like. Liverpool, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. Kind of all rivals of ours. But he's such a suave guy. He's such a baller, and also he won in All Ireland. Like, how many Spanish footballers can you say have done that? And I've always just liked him. I've always liked his style of play. I've always liked him as a footballer. He was number 14. I think one of the first football matches I ever played for a club, I wore number 14 and I scored a hat trick in it. So it's kind of been, it kind of resonated with me a bit. Aside from just sports, I've always just kind of liked the number 14. It just it always just tends to pop up like here and there for some things, and I don't know, it's hard to say why you like a number. It's sort of like saying why you like it. What's your favorite color? As well as colors, you can say, oh, I like how it looks on me, like when I wear it, or I'm like in literature, color has themes. You know, red is danger and love and sex, and blue is sad, and yellow is happy, and all that shit. But with numbers, it's kind of, you know, just it's 7 plus 7. It's great. But yeah, 14. How many perverts could a pervert pervert if a pervert could pervert perverts? Well, first of all, I think they definitely can, and I think they would as many as they could physically could before they became exhausted or get shot or something. But I think overall, really, it seems that like you might have a bit of an obsession with perverts, mate. Not gonna say what that means, but you know, maybe don't bring too much attention to yourself regarding that subject. I'll leave it there. But anyway, that's it. That's all the questions I've gotten. If you've asked one after I made this, I'm sorry that you were too slow. It might have been my fault for putting it up a bit too late at night. But you know, I feel like I waited long enough for people to throw in questions. And you know, if you were really wanting me to answer one, I could do this again. I don't know. I'll see how people feel about it. You know, this is just for a laugh. Like I said, I'm not trying to start a fucking YouTube channel or anything. I'm just doing it here to make it easier to be able to answer the questions. But you know, if you liked it, great. If you didn't like it, sorry for making you watch it. But if you didn't like it and you watched the whole thing, thanks anyway. I appreciate that, especially if you didn't like it. But let me know what you thought. Hopefully I've been able to edit it well enough. That it actually seems half decent. I'm thinking about getting a new laptop anyway, so if I do get one, and if I do decide to do this again for some reason, hopefully it'll be a bit better. But you know, but yeah, make sure to absolutely smash that subscribe button, and I'll maybe see you next time if you want. I don't know, but yeah, I'll see ya.